All right, so what is it about Joburg? It's very simple. I absolutely have fallen in love with the city in the last 5 years of doing the Joburg Places tours, because it's the one place in South Africa where you'll get people from all walks of life, all income groups, all races, all ages, all backgrounds, actually mingling in public space. I'm standing here in Gandhi Square. You'll always get an incredible mix of people, from travelers and tourists to locals going about their business to shoppers, etc. The city has such a mesmerizing history, even though it's so young, and I just love sharing the story with the people of Johannesburg. And it's interesting, I always at the introduction of my tour talk about safety, and interesting enough, the thing we warn people about is not crime. What I should be worried about is holes on the sidewalks, not fall in them, because that is a real risk. In terms of safety, I'll answer the question by telling you we've been taking people on tour for 5 years, 11,000 people, and in that time we've only had one crime incident, and that was an attempted pickpocketing, in which I actually shouted at a person and he gave us the wallet back. So the honest truth is, walking around Joburg is far better than what people perceive. Obviously you do have to know the city.
My name is Lunga Zondi, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Gandhi Square, which is where we are at right now. As you can see, Gandhi Square is... I was born in Soweto, 1992, at Baragwanath Hospital. I grew up in Soweto since then, born and bred. After graduating, I was looking for a job. After looking for a job, I actually volunteered at the Soweto Theatre, which is how I met Gerald, because I actually arranged a meeting with him because I was in the tourism department of the NGO project called the Soweto Arts and Craft Fair. And then I met Gerald at the Turret, and then we had a meeting at Kramer's Coffee, and then we spoke about the way forward, and then I wanted to be part of it. And then since then I started working with Gerald. He took me on his tours. I think I've went to more than 30 of his tours, telling the story of Joburg and the whole city rejuvenation.
So maybe it's a good idea to come on a walking tour the first time, but around Marshalltown, Gandhi Square, Bromfontein, Maboneng, those areas, people can definitely walk around at ease and actually enjoy the city. Because I actually became a guide by accident, because I published books and before I knew it, people asked me to show them around, I really started out quite informally originally. Over time formalized it, but did all the tours myself, because invariably it's the story that I've sort of discovered of Johannesburg. However, I don't think it's feasible for me to do walking tours every day of the week for the next 20 years. I am involved with other projects as well, and at the same time the regeneration of Johannesburg is very much about job creation and creating entrepreneurial opportunities for people. So to take a step at the side, at the Johannesburg Lane, we're bringing in lots of small businesses now operating their own businesses. So my dream for the tour business is that it will also grow, and that I'll work with a number of people who actually can do guiding and tell Johannesburg's story through their own eyes.
My name is Lunga Zondi, and this is my Joburg.
I'm Gerald Garner, and this is my Joburg.